We occasionally greet each other, but that's all. If one of my neighbors died, I'm not sure I would notice, says Noriko Shikama, 76. She lives alone in a flat Tokowadera in Tokyo's commuter belt and has come to the Iki drop-in center to catch up with residents over cups of coffee served by volunteers. Here, amid the everyday discussions about the merits or otherwise of dyeing gray hair, people also share news about the latest lonely death, or kodokushi, officially defined as one in which a person dies without being cared for by anyone, and whose body is found after a certain period. This time it was a woman whose body was discovered days earlier after neighbors noticed they had not seen her on her balcony. She had been dead for 5 months. The smell is overpowering. It stays with you forever, says Shikama. Almost 20,000 people in Japan died at home alone in the first 3 months of this year, according to a recent report by the National Police Agency, about 80% of them aged 65 or older. By the end of the year, the agency estimates that cases of solitary deaths will reach 68,000, compared with about 27,000 in 2011. Tokowadera in the town of Matsudo was the first community forced to confront the distressing phenomenon 2 decades ago, with the discovery of a man whose corpse had been lying in his apartment unnoticed for 3 years. His rent and bills had been paid automatically, and his death was noticed only when his savings ran out. The flat wasn't the kind of place where you could imagine a human living, says Aiko Oshima, the deputy head of the Tokowadera Residents Association. We didn't want something awful like that to happen again. It was a lively place. But now everyone is getting old. When the first occupants moved in more than 6 decades ago, the 4-story flats of Tokowadera were considered dream accommodation for young families riding the wave of Japan's post-war economic miracle. The neighborhood reverberated to the sound of children playing in avenues lined with cedar and zelkova saplings. Today, those trees tower over the 170 identical apartment blocks that make up one of Japan's biggest public housing estates.